Hare Krishna, thanks all for joining. As Prabhu said, we are in the fourth chapter. We have covered till now the foundational concept. Okay, I request everyone to revise again. And then Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, observing the armies in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where Sanjay is explaining to Dhritarashtra how the Pandavas and the Kauravas assembly been their all the soldiers been assembled, and they are about to begin the fight. At the time, Arjuna is saying like there's five reasons not to fight. Then how the victory been predicted to Pandavas, so that also we have seen various hints. Okay, the five reasons he's saying there's a compassion and enjoyment, whatever he is going to get, like by killing their own family members, like he is not going to enjoy. Then saintliness and or sinful reaction, fear of sinful reaction, is worried about that. Then destruction of family tradition, then indecision, is unable to take any decision. So for that reason, like he's surrendering to Krishna from a disciple, from a friendly manner to the disciple manner. Then Krishna is instructing him the Sankhya philosophy in the second chapter. Like the second chapter of the name is uh, contents of the Gita summarized. Okay, first he is explaining about the Sankhya philosophy, which is we are not the body, but we are the soul. That 30 characteristics of the soul being explained. Then he is telling like, hey, as a Kshatriya, your duty is to fight. So he is influencing him like to do the karma kanda, do your duty. You win, you are going to get the earthly kingdom. If you lose, you will get the heavenly kingdom. So that is how Krishna is influencing Arjuna to fight. Okay, at the same time, if you are not going to fight, then you will get the infamy and you will get like a bad words from others. Okay, that is how he is influencing Arjuna to fight. Then he is elevating Arjuna to the Nishkama Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga or Nishkama Karma Yoga, where you do your duty but surrender the results unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to me. So that by doing this, like we will get two things. One is do not get any sinful reaction, and you don't need to take birth in this material world again. So that is how he is talking about the Nishkama Karma Yoga. Then Arjuna is asking, like, what are the symptoms of a self-realized soul? So Sita Prajna, like, okay. So then Krishna is saying he would be free from lethargy, like, okay, he would have always steady mind. He will deal the happiness and the sad moment, like, at the same, as the same, is indifferent from like a good and evil, have a taste for devotion service. So, like he's saying all these things, like then he's saying, if you want to have happiness or peace, then you need to have a steady mind. When we will get the steady mind, when we are engaging in the devotional activity. Okay, if we are not doing the devotional activity, then we can never become steady in the mind, and we can never become happy. We can never get the peace. So that is how Krishna is ending the second chapter. Then the third chapter, it is Karma Yoga. So then Arjuna is asking why, if you think renunciation is better than fruitive activities, why you are engaging me in this ghastly warfare? So what Arjuna is thinking is like, okay, it is a renunciation of the work, but Krishna is saying, okay, it is not a renunciation of the work, it is a renunciation in the work. Okay, while doing the work, we have to renunciate the reaction. We have to renunciate the results. Okay, that is what he's he's saying. So then he's talking like, hey, why the everyone has to perform the activity. What is the reason for creating the Varnashma Dharma, and why he is creating like a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sudra, Vaishya, and even King Janaka, like he performed all the actions to set the right example for the future generation. Even Krishna says, I don't have any activities to perform, but still I perform the activities so that the future generation like will follow. So that is how he is influencing. Then the purpose of Gita. Anyone can remember what is the purpose of Gita? Which sloka it is? It is a 3.30. Okay, 3.30. So when Arjuna is asking the query, or Arjuna is surrendering in 2.7, what response Krishna gives? Okay, he is explaining all these things, and in the 3.30, 3.30, Krishna is explaining like a for his query, what has to be done. Saying, Mai sarvani karmani sanyas adhyatma chetasaga nirasir nirmamo bhutva yuddhayasva vigada jwara. Okay, he's saying free from lethargy. Okay, work only for Krishna, work without any self motivation, like without envy, free from lethargy, and stand up and fight by following my teachings faithfully. Again, while we do this, we will get free from the bondage and attain perfection. The mobile attain apavano. Okay, so that is how like we will attain the perfection. So this is how Krishna is influencing Arjuna to do first karma yoga, then elevate himself to the Nishkama karma yoga or Buddhi yoga. Okay, so then Arjuna is asking why we are committing sinful action. Okay, even after knowing all these things, then Krishna says it is lust only, Arjuna. The lust is like a all devouring enemy. Okay, so what are the sitting places of lust? Like okay, it is senses, mind, intelligence, covers like a soul's intelligence, soul's knowledge. Okay, how to conquer the lust? By engaging our senses, mind, intelligence from material activities to the spiritual activities. This is how Krishna is explaining Arjuna to do the Nishkama Karma Yoga. Okay, this we have seen. Then we came into the fourth chapter. The fourth chapter starts with okay, this is a transcendental knowledge about Krishna. Okay, so Krishna says, I explained this transcendental knowledge to sun god Vivaswan, when Vivaswan to Manu, and Manu to like a Ikshvaku. Like this, like okay, the disciplic succession been transferred with the knowledge, but when the knowledge is broken, like then I come and I appear and I explain this knowledge to my disciple as well as to my friend. Okay, he is explaining to Arjuna because Arjuna is his friend and soul surrendered to him. Like, okay, so that is how he's saying. Then Arjuna is having a query. How is it possible? Because sun god Vivaswan is very old, but now you are explaining to me. So how can I understand? You pass this knowledge to sun god, where how can I understand? So immediately then Krishna says, okay, you remember only the current activities or like okay in this present life what you are doing, but I remember the past, present, and the future for all the living beings. So that is how Krishna is uh, explaining his supremacy. Okay, that is what we need to understand. So let's talk about the 4.7, which many of us would be knowing or got chance to know because of the Mahabharata. Okay, so this chapter, this transcendental knowledge is very important chapter because uh, Krishna is explaining like why this knowledge has to be received, how it has to be received, and how it can be passed to others. Okay, so uh, यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. Anyone wants to recite this sloka, please feel free to recite. As today being Ekadashi also, it's very, very auspicious to recite the Bhagavad Gita slokas and the Srimad Bhagavatam slokas.
Okay, I'll recite.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मनं सृजाम्यहम्.
Yeah. Abhyudhanam adharmasya. So dharma means like it is devotional or it is a religious practice. Like adharmasya means like irreligious practices. Anyone else?
I can recite, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Mataji. Yeah.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Yeah, thanks, Mataji. Yeah, we will make it as a practice to recite like some of the slokas. Why I am insisting like to learn these slokas? These slokas are like our quick energy pills, which will help us to come out of the illusion state or any tough situation which we been put into. Immediately these slokas will help us to come out of those hard situations. Okay, that is very important. So the reason, see, it is a transcendental knowledge which has been spoken by Lord Krishna himself to his great devotee Arjuna. So if we are not able to know or like not able to recite this slokas, then we are very, very unfortunate. Okay, so that has to be understood. So please like have the habit of reading the slokas and reciting the slokas regularly and by hearting the sloka so that it can be like helpful for us to remember. There is one slide where if you are in which mood, okay, we can refer Bhagavad Gita slokas. Like okay, there is a packet of slokas are there, which will help us if we are in a sorrow mode. Okay, what are the slokas to refer? If we are in happy mood, or what are the slokas to refer? If we are in like okay, very confused state, what are the slokas to refer? So likewise, like there are so many slokas. It is for all the mixed people. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. That is the reason like it is called. It is a transcendental knowledge. Okay, so let us be in the mood of like okay, remembering all these sloka. So whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, whenever and wherever, okay, there is a decline. When the religious practices are declining, okay, oh descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion. When the irreligious practices are like okay, going on the top, at that time I discern myself. I discern myself. Krishna saying, I will come as Krishna. Like okay, whenever there is a religious practice, uh, irreligious practice like a predominance and decline in religious practice. Okay, at the time I discern myself. So Srijami, what is the meaning of Srijami? Okay. Srijami means manifest. Krishna manifests, okay? According to the previous, there is no creation of Lord's form or body, since all forms are eternally existent. Okay, Srijami means Lord manifests himself as he is. Although Lord appears on schedule, namely at the end of Dwapara Yuga of the 29th millennium of the 7th Manu in one day of Brahma. See, we saw what is the one day of Brahma? 100 years of Brahma. What is the duration of 100 years of Brahma? 100 celestial years of Brahma. We saw last week. This has been seen in the foundational slides also.
3 trillion something.
Yeah, 311 trillion 40 billion years. Okay, it is very easy, right? 311 trillion 40 billion years. That is what the lifetime of Brahma, which is equal to 100 celestial years, which is equal to time duration between
One breathing of Mahavishnu.
Yeah, one breathing, like one inhale, time between one inhale and exhale of Mahavishnu, who is the Karna Udagashayi Vishnu, correct? So that is in that particular period, in each day of Brahma. Okay, in each day of Brahma is I think around like 8.64 billion years. In that every day of Brahma, only one time Krishna comes. Okay, that is what he recently came around 5,532 years before. So that is how Krishna is so powerful, and we have to understand. Okay, uh, we are very very fortunate to receive Krishna in the very very recent time. Uh, when we see like 8.64 billion years, 5,500 years is nothing, correct? Like so, that has to be understood. So Krishna comes like whenever there is a religious practices declining and irreligious practice like a predominant. So the next sloka, Paritrānaya sadhūnām Vināṣāya duṣkrītāṃ Dharma samstāpanārthāya Sambhavāmi yuge yuge. Paritrānaya sadhūnām Vināṣāya duṣkrītāṃ Dharma samstāpanārthāya Sambhavami yuge yuge. These two slokas are definite by heart sloka. Okay, we have to remember. Anyone can recite this sloka?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Madhvi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Paritrānāya sadhūnāಂ विनाशाय च दुष्कृता धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Very good. One more. Anyone else can try?
Prabhu, I'll do.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Yeah, Dharma Samstha Panarthaya. Okay. So Paritranaya. Paritranaya means like for the deliverance. Whom he is going to deliver? Sadhunam. Okay. I came here to deliver the sadhus. Paritranaya means deliverance. Sadhunam means like okay, the sadhus, devotees. Whom I am going to kill? Okay, Vinashaya cha Duskritam. Duskritam means like, okay, all the miscreants, all the bad demons, like okay, whomsoever doing bad activities, they are the Duskritam. Okay, what I am going to do? Vinashaya, for the annihilation. I am going to destroy them. Okay, so he is going to save the sadhu. He is going to destroy the miscreants. Okay, then Dharma Samstha. I am going to establish. Samsthapanarthaya means like a to re-establish. Religious practice already there. Since many of us not following, it is going in the degradation mode, and Krishna is coming to re-establish that. That is the reason. It is not establish the religious practice. It is re-establish the religious practice. Okay. So dharma means like a religious. Samsthapanarthaya means okay, to re-establish. So I'm going to re-establish the religious practice, and Sambhavami yuke yuke. Sambhavami means I appear to do all these things when millennium after millennium. It is not only one time. Whenever there is a decline in religious practice and predominance in irreligion, I appear myself. Okay, in the previous sloka he told. Here, why I am so earlier he told what reason he is appearing. Okay, so yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata. So whenever there is a religious practice decline and a predominant in irreligion, so when he will appear, why he will appear, that is what been mentioned in the previous sloka. In the next sloka, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. What he is going to do and how he is doing, that is what been explained here. So when and why he is appearing was explained in the previous sloka. here what he is going to do and how he is going to do. Okay. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya duskritam. Okay. To yeah, no, not why. Like here, what he is doing, like a sadhunam, to protect the sadhus and to prevent, to destroy the miscreants. Okay, then what he is going to do, or what activity he is going to do, like okay, that's dharma samsthapanarthaya. So he is going to re-establish the dharma, and how he is going to do, like he is going to do by appearing himself and yuge yuge, every millennium after millennium. So these two slokas are very, very important. I request everyone like to recite this and to by heart this particular thing. Okay. Hare Krishna. Next sloka. Anyone remembers without seeing this sloka? Anyone can recite both the sloka? यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Okay. So please. Please recite this again. This is also very, 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 very important sloka. Okay, Srila Prabhupada been asked, what is your favorite sloka in the Bhagavad Gita? So someone said, okay, Srila Prabhupada would have told Sarvadharman Parityajya, the last sloka spoken by Lord in the Bhagavad Gita. No, Srila Prabhupada told no. Then someone told Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. No. Then someone told Yada Yada Dharmasya. No. Someone told, okay, Paritranaya Sadhunam. No. Someone told Satatam Kirtayantomam. No. Someone told Dhritarashtra Vacha. Srila Prabhupada told no. Someone told Karmanyavadhikaraste. No. Someone told Karpanya Doso Pagadasva Bhavaga. Then he told no. So then he told this 4.9 is the one of the favorite sloka of myself. Why? Because it gives the process for us to go back to Godhead very, very easily. Okay. So this is the topmost sloka, one of the topmost sloka in the Bhagavad Gita. So Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Vekti Tatvataka Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naitimam Etiso Arjuna. So Janma Karma. Janma means appearance, correct? It is not birth, it is appearance. Janma. Okay, that is the reason we are calling Krishna Janmashtami. So his appearance day, okay, Ashtami. So Janma, then Karma. Karma means like his activities. Chame Divyam. Divya means transcendental. It is pure. It is eternal. It is always relishing. Okay, that is what Divyam. Divya means transcendental. Evam yo vetti tattvataka. Evam yo vetti. Anyone who knows, vetti means knows, tattvataka, in reality. It is in reality. Not like with our assumption or with our limited capacity. No, it is in reality. Okay, we have to know Krishna in real. What we have to know is birth. Birth is nothing but like his appearance, and karma means like his activities, his work, whatever he does. Okay. Tyaktva deham punarjanma. Tyaktva means after leaving our body, who knows that particular thing in reality. Tyaktva deham, while they leaving, deham means like okay, their body. Tyaktva means like a leaving. Correct? Leaving. Punar Janma. Punar means like again that Janma. They will not take the birth in this material world. Naiti mam na iti. Never there is a doubt. Okay. Etiso Arjuna in this particular practice. So what it says? One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body when they pass away, they will not come take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So, what other things we require? Confirmingly said by Lord Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he's talking about in the transcendental knowledge. He's saying, Janma karma chame divyam yevam yo vetti tattvataga tattvadeham punarjanma naitimam etiso Arjuna. So one, if we want, if we all don't want to take birth in this material world again, correct? For that, what we need to do? We just simply have to remember, read about Krishna's appearance, which is Krishna book, okay, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then his activities, whatever activities, his activities are not like, okay, normal human activities. Because at the very early age, while he was as a kid, he was killing Putana, he was killing Satakasura, he was killing like, okay, Kamsa, he was killing who not? Pralambasura, likewise, like so many demons like he killed, correct? So all those are not just activity; it is transcendental activities. It is the transcendental pastime which has been narrated and captured in Srimad Bhagavatam. So, if we know about Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam, then we don't need to take birth in this material world. So that is what we said in this particular sloka. Then we will not take birth in this material world again. Correct? So janma karma chamaye divyam evam yo vetti tattvada tvattva deham punarjanma naitimam episo Arjuna. Anyone can recite this sloka?
I can try, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Mataji. Yeah.
Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamiti so Arjuna.
Very good, Mataji. Very good. Anyone else? See, if we keep
Yes,
on.
Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Prabhu. Yeah,
Janma
please. Go ahead.
karma
Yeah.
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म न एति मामेति सो अर्जुन.
Yeah. Naiti Mam Etiso Arjuna. Yeah. So if we keep on try to recite, then it is possible for us to read the Sanskrit verse, and it is possible for us to recite and remember these slokas. At one point in time, like I also was not knowing this sloka, but just had a little interest to recite and to remember. So then it becomes a habit, like okay, to remember all these sloka. Okay, I request everyone to be just like okay, having shown show some interest to learn all these sloka, which will be helpful for all of us. Hare Krishna. So these are the transcendental knowledge, and it helps us to connect with Krishna. Okay, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Vyakti Tattvataha Tattva Deham Punarjanma Naitimam Etiso Arjuna. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Cool. So then comes.
இதோட இது எக்ஸ்டென்ஷனோட இது அப்ப அடுப்பு நான் டைரக்டாவே போடவா
Correct. Vitaraga Krodha Manmaya Mamupashritaha Bahavo Jnana Tapasa Bhuta Madhavam Agataha. So Vita Raga Baya Krodha. Okay. being freed from attachment. Vita means freed from. Raga means attachment. Bhaya means like fear. Krodha means anger. Okay. Mat mayaha, fully in me, being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me. Many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me. So, how these great souls got attracted to Krishna? That is what we mentioned here. So, first of all, they freed from the attachment. Vita raga. Raga means attachment with the material things. Then bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Krodha means anger. Okay. So we should not have any attachment to the material things. We should not have any fear. We should not have any anger. Then only then we have to fully absorb in Krishna. Okay, being fully situated with the knowledge. Okay, become purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attain a transcendental love for me. So that is how we can connect to Krishna. So that is very important. So how we can attain Krishna? He told in the previous verse. Okay, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. But here how these transcendental souls attain the him. Okay, we should not have any attachment to the material things. We should not have any fear. We should not have any anger. Then we will be able to attain the Lord. Okay, so that is what being mentioned in this sloka. Okay. So
ஒண்ணு சாப்பிடலன்னு பக்வீட் காப்பி போட்டு குடிச்சியா? காப்பிக்கு சாதா பால் குடி, இல்லன்னா அந்த ஜூஸ போட்டு குடி, இல்லன்னா பக்வீட் இருக்குல்ல அதை வச்சு சாப்பிடு.
this is also one of the sloka. Ekhamam sapathyante samstataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanuvartante manushya partha sarvasaha ye yatamam prapatyante. Okay. All surrender unto me. Samstaiva bhajamyaham. How they are surrendering to me. Mama vartmanu vartante. I reward them accordingly. Manushya partha sarvasaha. Everyone follows my path in all respects. O son of Kunti, O son of Pratap. This is a little contradicting sloka. Transcendentally contradicting. Because Krishna says here, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. But it is not always true, correct? He gives water, air, and whatsoever, like all the other basic necessities to the one who is not surrendering to Krishna also. Correct? Here Krishna says, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So we may think, okay, I didn't surrender to Krishna, but still Krishna gives me everything. Okay. But Krishna gives anything and everything, all the living beings, because he is not showing any partiality to someone who is surrendering, someone not surrendering. Correct? So this is little transparently contradictory, because that is what Krishna favors his devotee and non-devotee also, or the one who is not practicing. To them also he gives everything by thinking that, okay, one or the other day they will know about Krishna, they will try to do the devotion to Krishna. Okay, so that is what we need to understand. So this sloka is one of the transcendently contradiction sloka. We can say like this achintya beda beda tattva, correct? So likewise, this sloka, Krishna gives anything and everything to everyone, but he says here like, okay, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Okay. Because we are not even eligible to qualify, or like, okay, not eligible to get to receive Krishna's knowledge, but still he is giving out of his costless mercy. Okay. The similar way, many uh, disciples doesn't deserve like to do the devotional service, but the spiritual master, out of his costless mercy, he gives the initiation to many. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we saw the transcendently contradicting sloka, which is this particular thing. That is what we have seen. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path. In all respects, O son of Pritha, ye etamam prapadyante, tam sataiva bhajamyaham, mama vatmanu vartante, manushya partha sarvasaha. Till now, any doubt? Anyone has any doubt? Like, okay, these 3 or 4 slokas. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 slokas we covered. Any doubts anyone has? Hare Krishna. So let's start the slides. All these things we have seen. So this is what we'll see. So Yada Yada Gidarmasya, the purpose of Lord's appearance. Okay. So he establishes the principles of religion, which is the highest principle. Okay. Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Then Srijami, he is a manifest. He is manifesting the purpose of Lord's appearance. He is appearing to establish the Dharma when the predominance of irreligion happening, as well as disappearance of true religion happening. At the time, he appears, he manifests to re-establish the religious practice. Okay. So Lord eternally present in Goloka Vrindavan. Lord is not created or unborn. That is the reason he is always like he is manifesting. He is not being created by someone, or he is not born from someone. Okay, he is the Swayam Bhagavan, correct? Then manifest by his free will. Whenever he wants, okay, he manifests. That is very important. It is scheduled in the incarnation at the end of Dwapara Yuga, okay? 28th cycle, 7th Manu. No obligation to the rule, okay? He can manifest anytime. He can break the rule anytime also. No, he don't need to follow the rules. Sometimes he discerns himself or sends his representative also. That is how all the Leela avatar, Guna avatar, okay, Satyaveksha avatar, all those avatars are coming. Huh? Then Yuga avatar, yeah, likewise. All these various incarnations also he takes. Avatars comes with a mission. Okay, for example, Lord appears as Narsingadev to protect Prahlad, correct? Lord comes as Varaha to protect Bhudevi, correct? Lord comes as what else? Like, okay, Vamana Dev protect the demigods from Bali Maharaj, correct? So all these things are mentioned in the scripture. It why he is taking avatar? It lead people to God consciousness and obedience to the principles of religion, so that everyone follows the religion. For that reason, Lord comes as he manifests like okay with various avatar. Very clear, correct? Like a Srijami is very important in this look. So the Manvantara, how it would be calculated. So in the day of Brahma, there would be 71 Manvantara, correct? Once in a day of Brahma, Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya appears in their Swayam Rupa, which we already seen. The current Manvantara which we are in, it is Vaivasvata Manvantara. Okay. So here in one Manvantara, like a various that Satya, Treta, and the Dwapara and the Kali Yuga will come. Okay. The previous Manvantara is first Manvantara or Manu is Swayambhav Manu. Okay, Manvantara. There only Dhruva and Prahlad was appearing. Then Swachro Chita. Then Uttama. Then Tamasa, where Gajendra was appeared. Raivata. Then Shakshusha in Kurma Avatar was appearing. Then current Manvantara is Vaivashvata Manvantara. The future Manvantara is like a Shavarni, Daksha Shavarni, okay, Brahma Shavarni, Dharma Shavarni, Rudra Shavarni, Deva Shavarni, and Indra Shavarni. So this is how the whole Manvantara or in a day of Brahma, like it has been explained. It is not possible for us to remember how or like to our limited capacity of understanding. It is not possible how Lord takes appearance and disappearance, how he created the whole lifetime of Brahma, and it is massive. Like we can't even understand, or very very tough for us to understand. Like how many uh, zeros are there in the 311 trillion 40 billion years, correct? Like okay, so that is how that Lord is like a so grand and great, and we have to just surrender to him to get his mercy. Okay. The next sloka, it is talking about the purpose of his appearance. Okay. Um, so in the Kali Yuga, like he is coming as Lord Chaitanya, who is coming to re-establish the Sankirtana practice. Okay. He appears millennium after millennium. Okay. Prime purpose is to satisfy his unalloyed devotees. Okay. He delivered the pious, the sadhu, and annihilate the miscreants. Okay. Even annihilating the miscreants, like this can be done by the agent of the Lord. By sitting in Goloka itself or in Vaikuntha itself, if he thinks, okay, I am going to kill Kamsa, then he would be killed, correct? But he want to personally come and protect or save the devotees, okay? So that devotees enjoy this pastime. He wants to have pastime with his devotees. That is the reason Krishna takes many leelas, correct? We never say Brahma takes leela or Shiva takes leela or Saraswati takes leela, correct? Nothing. But only Krishna takes leela. That is what in the foundational slides also we've seen. What is the difference between Vishnu qualities and Lord Krishna qualities? What are the four unique qualities only Krishna performs or Krishna possesses? Four qualities. Out of 64 qualities, only four qualities only existing in Krishna. What are those qualities? Ah, Leela Madhuri, Prema Madhuri, Bhakta Madhuri, and Rupa Madhuri. These four. Yeah. Leela Madhuri is like, okay, Krishna takes Leela after Leela, okay, pastime after pastime to give the happiness to the devotees, okay? Leela Madhuri. He is Bhakta Madhuri. He is very fond of his devotees. He is very loving his devotees and being loved by the devotees. Okay, that is the reason he is called Bhakta Madhuri. Then Venu Madhuri. He plays the flute. By hearing the sound of the flute, everyone will go a standstill. They will freeze. Okay, whomsoever the gopis, if even if they do the work at home, they will freeze by hearing the transcendental sound of Lord Krishna's flute. Okay, so Venu Madhuri, then Rupa Madhuri. What is the meaning of Krishna?
Prabhu, all attractive.
Yeah, all attractive. Like he is the most beautiful incarnation in the. He is the most beautiful, like, okay, person in this particular entire universe. Okay, so all attractive. That is the reason Rupa Madhuri. Krishna's Rupa is Nava Yavvanam cha. Okay, it is always very, very young and very, very pleasing, very, very beautiful. Okay, so what are these four qualities only Krishna possesses? Anyone can recollect?
So Leela Madhuri, Roop Madhuri,
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಪ understand.
Leela, Rupa,
Bhakti,
ಸಾರು ಮಸ್ತಿದೆ.
Bhakta Madhuri, yeah,
yeah, Bhakti Madhuri, and fourth one,
Venu Madhuri.
Venu
Venu.
Madhuri.
Venu is the flute, okay. Bhakta, see, Leela Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and Bhakta Madhuri. Bhakta Madhuri is like a Prema Madhuri also, we can say, okay. So that is how Krishna comes to give the pleasure to his devotees by performing all these pastimes, which is called Leela, okay. So this is what been mentioned, okay. Krishna as a Swayam Rupa, okay, he takes there is two things, okay, which is Vaibhava Prakasha and Prabhava Prakasha, okay. So in his manifestation, the Prabhava Prakasha, he expands multiple forms with the same feature, such as in the Rasa dance and the palaces of Dwaraka. In the Prabhava Prakasha, Krishna takes for each gopi, like he becomes manifesting, correct? That is called Prabhava Prakasha. And for his 16,108 wives, okay, in Dwaraka, he manifests, correct? He manifests as Krishna, as multiple Krishna, correct? That is what Prabhava Prakasha. The Vaibhava Prakasha is like a expansion with the different moods and the bodily features, such as his brother Balrama. First, he is coming as a Balrama. Then, from there, he is taking the he's taking like a different things of as a Leela avatar, then Purusha avatar. Leela avatar is nothing but Matsya Kurma, that Dasavatar is there, correct? Matsya Kurma, Ramachandra, Narasimha, Vamana, Varaha, likewise, like that is called Leela avatar. Then Purusha avatar is, it is Karna Udagashai Vishnu, then Garbhodagashai Vishnu, and Shirodagashai Vishnu. That is called Purusha avatar. Okay. Then Guna avatar, he is coming as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, correct? Like that is a Guna avatar, mode of material nature. Then Satyaveksha avatar is, he is empowering the devotees with his skill and energy so that they take the charge, correct? So that is Satyaveksha avatar is 4 Kumara, Narada, Brahma, Ananta, Prithu, Parashuram, everything like that is 4 avatar. Then among the demigods, he is like Indra, Agni, Meru, Brihaspati, Kartikeya, Bhrigu. Everything is Krishna only. Correct? Then Manvant Manvantra Avatar. Manvantra Avatar is, he is coming as like sons of Manu, Brahma. Brahma's son is Manu, and Manu been given the charge of like creating the progeny, correct? We just saw in the previous slide, in one day of Brahma, like 14 Manvantara would be there. Sorry, 71 Manvantara would be there. No. Sorry. It is Manvantara would be 71. In that 14 Manu will be there. Okay. So then Yuga Avatar, in the Satya Yuga, he comes as like in the white form. Then in the Treta Yuga, he comes as a red form. In the Dwapara Yuga, he comes as blackish form Krishna. Then in the Kali Yuga, he comes as yellow form, which is nothing but our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Correct? These are the various form he takes like to protect the devotee. So this is little,
Prabhuji,
yes, Prabhu, yeah.
Vishnu avatar, the Narayana what we worship every time, Narayana.
Yeah,
The
Prabhu.
same, both are same, right?
He is a Purusha avatar, Prabhu, yeah.
That's what. That is not Karanodaya, Garbhodaya, and Shirodaya. That is not that one.
they will be coming in that area only. Like, okay, but what is your question, Prabhu? Correct question?
No, Karuణoदय Sai Vishnu is on the casual version. On
Yeah, correct.
that one is the normal Vishnu, what we worship, what we see in the Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Both
Yeah.
are same or different?
No. They are little different, Prabhu. Like their purpose is little different. Yeah. So Vishnu, we see in Narayana, they will be in the like you mentioned. Yeah, it is in they are in the Vaikuntha, and but the Purusha avatar, Karnavadashai Vishnu and Kshiradashai Vishnu, Garbhodashai Vishnu, their purpose is different. Yeah.
And the one, the Venkateshwara, the Narayana, when they say, that is again part of Vishnu, Venkateshwara.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. They
That
will be
will
in
come
the
there.
Vaikuntha. Yeah, they will be in the maintenance. Like, okay, Prabhu, likewise, this is only little example of been put into this particular slide. There are various other things like Krishna takes as a incarnation. So one such incarnation is like a Vishnu who is taking care of the whole of material universe, plus he will be in the Vaikuntha also. So likewise, like a various Vishnus are there who has been given a designated duty.
Okay. So
Okay,
the
Prabhu.
whatever we pray to Venkateshwara or the normal Vishnu, it is not praying to Krishna.
Yeah. See,
Praying to Krishna. Or
it
even
is,
praying to demigod.
yeah. See, Vishnu and Krishna, Vishnu cannot be considered as demigod because he is almost come from Krishna as an incarnation. He just devoid of those four qualities. That's all. Vishnu has 60 qualities. Yeah. Let me tell you, Prabhu. Let me just complete this. Okay. Vishnu has that 60 qualities. Okay. Krishna has that 64 qualities in full. Who is the Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. Yeah.
Okay.
It is how as Raghavendra Prabhu, like you are in the hospital, you will be different, and in the home, okay, you may play with your kids, you may play with your daughter, you may play with your son. Okay, you may be very casual dress you will wear, but while you are in the hospital, you will follow certain rules and regulation, correct? The similar way, Vishnu is like a office goer form where, okay, he is full of opulence and he will be in such a form. Wherein Krishna, he will be in the Goloka Vrindavan with his cowherd boys and gopis and gopas. Okay, he will play very happy mood with all the gopis. That is point number one. Point number two, okay, just you see, as a doctor, okay, you know how to teach basic maths also, correct? If for some fourth grade student, you can teach the English and you can teach the maths, you can teach the science, correct? You know all these things. But the purpose which you came to that particular kid was to treat his illness as a doctor, correct? Though you know the English and you know the maths and other subjects, but you are going there to treat his illness. So that is how, though Vishnu can perform the Krishna Leela also, but the purpose they came is only to perform that task. That's all. That is how we need to understand, rather than, okay, why Vishnu is not superior? Why Shiva is not superior? Shiva came with a purpose. Shiva, when nothing being like, okay, because Vishnu is Suddha Sattva, correct? Like Vishnu cannot touch the ignorance mood. Okay, so for that purpose, he created Shiva, and Shiva accepted that happily to perform this particular task. That is what we have to understand, rather than commenting like, hey, who is superior? Huh? Yeah.
One more thing, the Dasavataras.
Yeah, correct, exactly, Prabhu.
That is a part of whom? Krishna or Vishnu?
No. Krishna only. Vishnu comes from Krishna. Everyone
Okay.
comes from Vishnu. Sorry, Krishna only. Vishnu, Shiva, everyone comes from Krishna. There is no doubt about that one.
Dasavatara will come from Vishnu, huh?
What, Prabhu? Huh?
Dasavataras will come from Vishnu
Yes,
or
yes,
from Shiva?
yes. Prabhu, that is what
Krishna side.
we have seen here, correct? From Krishna, Balram comes. From Balram, so that is what here. Okay. From Krishna, Balram comes. From Balram, like, okay, Vasudeva, first quarter comes, okay, which is Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. From there, Sankarsana, like, okay, Narayana comes. From that Narayana, second quarter comes, okay. This is what the Narayana which you are saying in the Vaikunta, correct? They are coming from, Krishna to Balram, Balram to first quadruple expansion, which is Vasudeva, Sankarsana, and Pradyumna and Aniruddha. From that Sankarsana, Narayana comes. From that Narayana, second quadruple comes, okay. Vasudeva, Sankarsana, and Pradyumna and Aniruddha. From that Sankarsana comes Karna Udagashai Vishnu, Garbhodagashai Vishnu, Shirodagashai Vishnu, and various other avatars. Now this clearly
This is fine. Dasavatara will come where?
Dasavatara comes from that particular they come from second quarter of expansion from that Vasudeva, from that Narayana. Okay, they come. That is how like all these avatars are coming. Leela Avatara, Purusha Avatara, and Guna Avatara, Satyaveksha Avatara, Manvantara Avatara. So whenever there is a need, like a Lord will appear all these avatars. Okay, Prabhu. But everything culminates to Krishna only. All they are coming from Krishna. They will culminate to Krishna also. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
No, but
Correct.
normally the temples and all, they'll show that Dasavataras are from the
Coming from
Narayana.
Vishnu. Yeah, correct. That is what. That is a wrong.
So that's a confusion.
That is a wrong representation. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Also, they write that Dasavatara is the avatar of Vishnu.
Yeah,
10
correct.
avatars.
That's
Among
what.
that, they tell Kalki also. Right?
That is what, Prabhu. Yeah, correct. Even many doesn't know like a
But
Buddha is avatar. Yeah.
You have shown that in the Swayam Prakash of the Vishnu, Gunavatara, Leelavatara. In Gunavatara, you have shown Vishnu.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
in Leelavatara, you have shown Gunavatara, you have shown Vishnu. In Leelavatara, you have shown Narsimha and other things. So Dasavataras has come there.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
But in the normal scriptures, what we read, what we see in the temple from the childhood, we see that Dasavataras is part of the Vishnu.
Yeah, correct. That's what. That is how they wrongly represent. Correct. They are not reading the scriptures like a fully, and they are not representing the knowledge rightly like to everyone. So that is what the knowledge being broken with the disciplic succession. That is the reason like a Krishna comes and re-establish that. Okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how the whole thing from Tatekatma Rupa, like how Swamsa and Vilasha, from Vilasha, like how this Vaibhava Vilasha and Prabhava Vilasha comes. Okay, this how the Purusha Avatar comes. Then how like a Shaktiveksha Avatar, Vibhuti and Bhagavata Vaisha coming. So all these things are there. This is another the one which we see like the ninth sloka, which is Lord's appearance and pastime. By hearing that, okay, we don't need to take birth in this material world again. Okay, so we get very, very important. Like if we are not enjoying all these things, it is as good as like licking the honey bottle from the outside. But to enjoy the real nectar, we need to open the honey bottle and we need to taste the honey, correct? We need to open the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, read the scripture, then only we can go back to the Godhead. We can enjoy the real nectar. That is what have been mentioned. Then the 10th sloka, attaining transcendental love for Krishna, like okay, we have to have the attachment we have to remove the attachment. We have to get away from the Bhaya and the Krodha. Okay, then only we can understand the personal nature of the Lord. Okay, then this is what the 9 stages of bhakti. It is Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivriti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. So slowly we have to move from one stage to another stage. Okay, this has been covered in detail in the Nectar of Devotion. Okay. So from 11th to 11th, we already seen, but we will see it in the next class also. Krishna rewards everyone according to their surrender. Okay, we can surrender to Krishna as a Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, three stages. Okay, as a sunshine. Prida, என்ன Prida? Sunshine.
What? Sunshine,
Sun surface, then sun itself. Okay, so that is how we can see that. We will see it in the next class. Hare Krishna. Any further queries or doubt or feedback?
Prabhu, one question was there, like clarity for clarity.
Yeah, please, Prabhu.
Like Prabhu, in one day of Brahma, Lord Krishna comes one times, like
Yeah,
in a day.
correct.
Just 5,000 years before Krishna comes as the Lord
Yeah.
Krishna.
Yeah,
And other Dwapar Yugas, Krishna is like maybe some avatar, maybe Vasudev
yeah,
Krishna.
correct, Prabhu. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any further doubts?